Benz is sponsored by Paul Cerami Auto Group, the cheaper dealer.
So the Winter Classic came and went. It was great and all that. I mean, the Blues won. They won the alumni game. They won the game. Vladimir Tarasenko was incredible. But I think the biggest story of the whole weekend was Ken Hitchcock's hat.
Oh, yeah. I love Hitch's hat.
We've
got it here in the car with us
We've
today.
got it.
This, folks, ladies and gentlemen, is the Hitchcock hat. And we're right along with the guy who made it all possible. Hitchcock would have never had the hat if not for Michael Fowler, who works at Levine Hats right here on Washington Ave.
Right here. Yep.
So we're riding around today in the 2016 Ford Flex. It's from our friends at Paul Cerami, the cheaper dealer. You get
lifetime maintenance
on new and pre-owned vehicles, and we have a kind of the man behind the scenes, if you will. If it wasn't for our buddy Michael, Hitchcock would have never had the hat. If he wouldn't have had that, perhaps the Blues don't win the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, the whole season, maybe the franchise in general, Ben, is in good spirits, good karma, thanks to the hat from Levine Hat Company. Is it a haberdashery, first of all? Is that what you call it, a haberdashery?
Well, I think that term more so comes from like a men's clothing store in general, which we are definitely developing into. So we sell shoes, we sell sweaters, but definitely the primary focus throughout the years has been hats. So
Correct.
Yeah, haberdashery. So
let's start from the top. Hitchcock walks in, and and you're the guy behind the counter, and take us from there, because you said you didn't immediately recognize who it was.
yeah, well, okay, we've had famous people throughout the years, but since my tenure of about 2 years at Levine Hat Company, I hadn't actually experienced it myself. But we've had Red Hot Chili Peppers. Some big name Shaq came in a few years ago. We sent a hat to Bill Clinton when he was in office. So we've had some pretty big things, but since I've been there, nothing real big's happened. So I was just hanging out in the back. We were real slow that day. All of a sudden, I hear the door open. Normal gentleman walks in. I'm like, we get a lot of regulars. So I was like, I think I know this guy, but
You recognize the face, kind of?
Yeah.
Where do I know this guy from?
Where do I know this guy? So I'm trying to put it all in my head. I'm like, is this Newt Gingrich? So, which he kind of does, if you go back and you look, he kind of looks like Newt Gingrich. So, different things were going through my head. Never like a polarizing St. Louis public figure like that went through my head. So, I just said screw it, and then I went through the sales process. He's like, yeah, I just need a hat one time. I'm never really gonna wear it after that. So, I still don't know who this guy is. So I'm like, okay, he only needs it one time. And a lot of people who come in here, they don't realize how much these hats are.
Sure.
So I take him to one of our cheapest hats.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah.
Pinwheel on the top.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, what size do you wear? He's like 7 3/4, which everyone says they wear 7 3/4, by the way. And I was like, you're not a 7 3/4. So I put it on him. It's huge. I'm like, yeah, you're about a 7 3/8. So I go right over to this Stetson.
Hold it up. Let me see this thing. Wow.
So this is the Hitchcock hat.
Okay.
The
Navy
Hitch.
blue. The Hitch, yes. I think we need to rename it, right?
With the feather.
The feather, of course. It is the Stetson Temple, though. That's just really looks great on everyone. It really
On
does.
everyone? It really looks great on everyone? Let me see. Let me see. That's good.
We'll be the judge of that.
You said this goes on the right or
Yeah,
the
so
left?
the garments always go on the left for the gentleman's hats, but the
Okay.
right on the ladies. So
Okay.
that's how you can tell a fool.
I think there's going to be other ways to tell a fool. Just look at me wearing this hat.
I think it looks good. I think I like the leopard on you better. That really brings out your character.
Yeah, the leopard's cool.
So it's falling off your head. I discovered today that I have a bigger head than Ken Hitchcock.
Yeah,
which
so
I don't know how to handle
Hitchcock's
that
a
news.
7 3/8, and you have to be a 7 1/2.
I don't know what that means. I have a very large head.
Well, everyone thinks, especially because we get a lot of couples that come in there. And so, you always try to sell to the lady, first.
Sure.
And the ladies always think that the men have a big head. He's got a big head. And it's usually super small head they end up having. So
Yeah.
7 1/2's nothing, really.
Oh, that's good. Not as big as Shaq's.
Yeah, well, okay, Shaq's only a 7 5/8, which is only a size bigger than you. So.
Your head's almost as big as Shaquille O'Neal's?
He's got a small head, but the biggest head we've had throughout history, at least, is the Alton Giant.
Oh, Robert Wadlow, is that his name? Robert Wadlow? He was 7'9", I believe.
Yeah. I forget his name,
Illinois.
but yeah, we did a custom hat for him back, of course, before he passed, and then he never actually got to come pick it up. So before he died, we still have it.
Oh my God!
It's,
yeah,
size 8 1/2.
You're not going to sell that one, I don't think.
Yeah, size 8 1/2.
Wow.
So it's amazing.
So when you found out it was Hitchcock, and then you turn on your TV and you see him wearing it at the Winter Classic, and then you find out after the game that he gave you guys basically a commercial in the post game. What was the reaction at the shop?
Oh, no, it was cool. But the thing was, like, we already knew he was going to do that. He told me he's going to give us a shout out and everything. My big thing was I was just stoked they won, because otherwise it would have been the curse of the hat, if they wouldn't have pulled that out. So
Right, I'll tell you this. So we were at the game, and we noticed that because of the location of the rink, if there was to be a hat trick,
I
no
know.
fan could have reached his or her hat onto the ice. The only hat that would have been thrown onto the ice, hopefully, if Tarasenko had scored a third,
I know.
was Hitchcock and his hat.
No, I was so hoping for that. Oh, it was so great.
Could you imagine if he had thrown the hat from your company onto the ice? It would be the greatest advertisement ever.
Oh my God, no, that would have been so great.
I know he said he was only going to wear it once, but I don't know. I think you might have to make a call. I think this should be a thing. I mean, as long as they're winning, why not keep it in the hat?
Good point.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. So, but I know that he was saying that he only wore it because the players voted for it. So we'll
okay.
see.
Well, I think the players like winning, so hopefully they'll continue.
Yeah, I'm thinking the players need to come get a hat. I know. I think Tarasenko was saying that he wanted the hat or something.
Oh,
I
there
like
you go.
it. Yeah, you've
There you
customized Vladimir Tarasenko. You might have opened up a new pipeline. People
right.
should start the trend. It's still cold out, and you got them for all different occasions. You match them out with my jacket, and you just look sharp, man. You look sharp when you win.
Sharp, man. You look like an actual grown-up. You kind of look like Cary Grant or Gary Cooper up there.
No, I really think that's like why the hat was so popular and polarizing, because you don't see that in sports a whole lot anymore.
Sure.
And of course, back in the day, Tom Landry with football, he was basically known for his hat and the toughness behind it. So I think once people saw, especially with the Blackhawks coach wearing the beanie,
Yeah.
and then you got Hitchcock wearing that classy hat right there. I mean, it added a lot of class, a lot of style to St. Louis, which has a large history of fashion.
When you talk about class and style, I mean, I think of two Bens in a car.
We get that a lot. So a classy episode for the classiest show about sports done in a car in St. Louis. Michael, thanks so much, man. We appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.
All right, we'll tip our cap to you, and we'll see you next time.
Paul Cerami Auto Group, the cheaper dealer. Now exclusively offering lifetime maintenance with every new and pre-owned purchase.